Alright,
Okay.
260 is what India need to win this match, and of course the series also.
Yeah.
Shane, how much did you say?
344.
330.
330. All
And
right.
Rahul, say yours.
I was 350. I was way off the mark.
Way off.
Anyways, but what has happened is, I think the Indian bowlers were very slow in terms of the over rate, but England held their course.
Yes.
Absolutely. Great, eh?
Strange kind of innings from England. I mean, they lost 2 wickets in Siraj's first over itself.
Yeah.
But then Josh Butler revived the innings. Hardik Pandya, 4 wickets and his best haul in ODIs.
With 4 short balls.
Yes. And England's ego, they couldn't keep their ego down. You knew that there was a fielder at deep mid wicket.
And you're still going for
You
that,
still went for it and you got. And who was your fielder? Ravindra Jadeja.
Arguably one of the best outfielders in the world.
Yes. So ego, England's ego has seen them not batting their full 50
Yes.
overs. UZ Chahal wipes out the tail with 3 wickets, and thus we have England bowled out for 259. I think on this wicket, with not many demons in it, a good 80-90 runs short.
A good 80-90 run shot. I think even though England did score 250, England would say, better sense, and they could have at least scored somewhere around 280, 290.
Yes.
Whatever happened, despite that. And India would think that they should have restricted England for 220 odd runs.
Exactly.
Correct.
So-
74 for 4.
Yeah, so especially that lower middle order, Butler and Livingston got a partnership
Even the
going.
tail. Overtail.
Craig Overton,
Willie.
yes,
Willie.
and David Willie once again. India had, I think they got their wickets in short bursts.
Yep.
Yes.
When they got Butler and Livingston, to start with, Siraj got 2 wickets in the very first over. So, but I think India will take this. 259, India will take
Absolutely.
To be fair, they would have taken 247 also in the last match.
this. Yes,
So,
absolutely.
I don't really, again, as I said, the bowlers in this entire tour, I think the one match they didn't perform, you lost.
Yes.
Yep.
So the bowlers have actually stood up for you consistently in every match pretty much. And again, even today, a lot of people were worried, no Bumrah. And obviously you can see that, towards the death, maybe there was a bit of an impact. I think if Bumrah was there, they would have probably wiped them out earlier. But even then, they should be taking this very well. Hardik, UZ, done very well, particularly.
Everybody seems to underestimate Yajwendra Chahal's capability in the death overs. In 2017 and 18, when India were winning on a very consistent basis, it was Kuldeep and Chahal who bowled in the
middle overs.
Yeah.
Because before that, majority of cricket that India used to play before UZ Kuldeep era, the problem that India were facing was that they couldn't take wickets in the middle overs. What happened after UZ Chahal and Kuldeep joined forces? What happened? They used to get wickets in the middle overs. But I think with the advent of T20 cricket and also the confidence that UZ Chahal has now, because he's so regular in T20 cricket, he's become a match winner. I think even Rohit Sharma doesn't think it as a risk to bowl him in the death. Today, you never know, those 3 wickets that he took, maybe, in case those 3 wickets wouldn't have happened, maybe England would have crossed somewhere around 280, 290.
280, 290, yes.
Likely.
Because England, as we had said, when we looked at this playing 11 itself, they bat till number 9.
And the thing with
That's what
India,
happened. Overton.
The thing with India also is we're very good at dismissing the top order. Then when the tail comes, suddenly everything seems to just get unglued. I have no idea how. See, obviously, they take nothing away from how they batted. But considering where they were, they could have actually got them out below 200 also if they were consistently taking wickets rather than in bursts. But again, I don't think this is a bad total for India at all.
I mean, if you look at it, this wicket has bounce and pace.
It doesn't have the swing.
Yeah.
Wicket doesn't have swing, but the bounce. And I think Indian bowlers use that bounce pretty well.
Yep.
Now you'll have to see how the English bowlers they do on this wicket, because Rohit in the morning during the toss, he said that pitch won't change. If it doesn't change, that means there's not too much of swing on this wicket, and bounce is what they will have to rely on, and also those lengths.
Because remember, Hardik bowled on an average of 135 to 140 kmph. Prasidh 140 plus. Shami, Siraj, all in excess of 140. In the England side, barring Craig Overton and to a certain extent Bryden Cars, who can go over 135, 140.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying, lengths. They may not, their bounce may not trouble the Indian batsmen, because they don't, they will not bowl with express pace.
Yes.
The kind of pace that Indian bowlers can generate. So for them, lengths will depend, and also how many they can get in that initial spell, in the first few overs.
Yep. Let's take some time out to discuss Hardik Pandya. 4 wickets for 24, and he bowled about 9 overs. Do you think now, like with his improving fitness, he is going to bowl a lot more in the white ball legs, say in the Asia Cup, West Indies, and also in Australia?
I think
we
aim.
are underestimating the thing that he may bowl 2. Perhaps he'll bowl more.
I think that's the aim, because of course, but see, the thing is with Hardik, I think because he had that back problem for so long, that they wanted to kind of try and ease him back into that fitness. Because if you are getting fit personally, like, one kind of fitness is the fitness where you don't have injuries. It's quite the other to be in rhythm as a fast bowling all-rounder. That rhythm he's not had for a while. In fact, until last year, he was mostly playing as a pure batsman. So I think they're getting him into that rhythm. He bowled a lot of overs today. Partly also, I think, because A, he was getting that, his bounce was very effective. B, no Bumrah. Makes a lot of difference.
And looking at this wicket, perhaps this is the kind of conditions that you might encounter in Australia. Might. Pace and bounce, Hardik will be your X factor there. And of course, it was backed up by excellent fielding from Ravindra Jadeja. What is it with Manchester that seems to bring out an extreme of Ravindra Jadeja? I mean, in that semi-final against New Zealand, he kept India in the hunt. And now, those 2 catches, one of Livingston and one of Butler, you effectively ensure when you took Butler and Livingston that same over, 300 was beyond their capability.
Yes.
So, Jadeja, and one of our family members, Mridul Krishna, is pointing out, like, Hardik Jadeja, greatest all-rounder pair right now in cricket. I don't want to dispute that. I think it's a very valid point Mridul has made.
All-rounder pair.
How many nations do we know who play on a consistent basis 2 all-rounders?
Not many.
Exactly.
You have, if you can.
No,
We have to really stretch our mind to say who's got it 2.
In white ball format.
I think a lot of them would have.
There are.
England, you have Stokes
and Ali.
Ali, those 2.
Australia, you have Mitchell Marsh, you have Maxwell. You have
Maxwell, yes.
Yeah.
But if you ask me, one player, if I have to pick just one player in my team out of the the entire lot, as of now, I might pick Hardik Pandya.
Yes.
Because he will bowl for me, he will bat for me, he is an excellent outfielder.
Yes.
He has a great arm, gun fielder. He can run players out on consistent basis because he hits the stumps. He hits, gets you those direct hits. So he is somebody I would want to have in my team. I know, we've seen the way Surya Kumar Yadav played the other day in the T20s. He got that excellent 100. You have big names like Virat Kohli. You've got Rohit Sharma in your team. You have a safe bet in Shikhar Dhawan in one days. Although his stocks have reduced considerably because he plays just one format. But if you ask me, I want to have Hardik Pandya in my team. I think he is one person who will get you something with the bat, with the ball, and on the field also. And secondly, he had to face a lot of criticism after he had those back issues, and then he would play some tournaments. He would not bowl on consistent basis. He would just bat. There have been so many series matches where he's not bowled. Now he's bowling, and also see, he had back issues, and how many overs did he bowl today?
9 overs.
And look at the amount of short balls that he delivered today, which means that his
7 overs. 7 overs.
7 overs. So which means his back is absolutely fine, and which is actually a very good sign for Indian team, because you may need his bowling, this kind of bowling, in Australia on those wickets, because see, in Australia also you will have those lifeless wickets, where batsmen will enjoy. So you will need somebody. You will have to do something with the ball. Ball in the sense you will have to do something with your length, with your variation. So Hardik Pandya is a huge bonus, and for me, I would want to have Hardik.
And 2022 could very well be the year of Pandya. He's had a fantastic year. I mean, led debuting Gujarat Titans to the
IPL
title, and he's looked in fine form throughout. I mean,
South Africa to the T20Is. I think if it was the main reason why India came back was because of Hardik Pandya in that series, South Africa series. His all-round exploits, and now here in England, both in the T20Is and the ODIs.
And remember, he was leading in the Ireland series as well.
Yep.
So.
And adding to your point of batting, Hardik is sensible in the middle overs, and in the death overs can just tee off.
Can be very destructive.
Yes.
And what he has shown in the last few months or years, that he has that game sense.
Yes.
He has that game sense. So with the bat, with the ball, today he kept bowling those short deliveries to Livingston. And eventually what happened? He was hit for a couple of sixes, but who had the last laugh?
It was Hardik. The ego. In England couldn't keep down their ego.
I was like 4 wickets. All 4 came with that exact same ploy.
The one to Ben Stokes was a brute.
Brutal, right there. Horrible place. The worst place you want to be facing about. So,
Yep. And pace with accuracy and consistency. No one can take that away on a given day. So,
Jairaj Rana is saying Ben Stokes looks tired of playing cricket now. He didn't take responsibility even in test also. He looks tired, but didn't he come
He came off a long break.
yeah, he came after a long break. Yes.
I don't think he looks tired. No, tired, no, but out of form,
He looks rusty.
Yeah, he's not. This is nowhere near the Ben Stokes who could single-handedly demolish an Australian bowling attack.
Yes, he's
that
rusty.
guy.
That 1 year, close to a year's break due to injury and mental issues, I think has played on him.
Yeah, and I think he would probably be well suited to maybe playing, I don't know, they'd have their domestics in terms of, even 100 and stuff like that, probably whenever that happens.
Yeah.
Should probably be looking to play that.
Good luck in trying to fit in
How do
that
you see
cramped
Prasidh Krishna? Akash Bhardwaj is asking.
I think he was unlucky that he didn't get wickets today. But in this series, if you look at it, Lords and all, he oval and
He got
here.
just 2 wickets in the series. In
Yeah,
3 matches.
but I think he's bowled with accuracy and hostility, especially in the oval. He was the ideal second foil to Bumrah and Shami.
Correct. Even here, he was pretty much the same because when Bumrah was dropped out, it was Siraj who was sharing the new ball with Shami and did a reasonable. Siraj, another one.
Yeah.
We were pretty unsure and quizzical about whether he should be there. Comes in, takes
But
2
again,
wickets.
he conceded a lot of runs in the middle.
Well,
and
that
you give it with
tends to
Siraj.
happen.
Prasidh, I think, maintained that hostility, bowled with good pace.
I think later towards the end, I think that was his 6th or 7th over.
Yeah.
I think that was where David Willey smacked him for a 6.
Yeah.
Then he bowled a no ball also. Craig Overton hit him for a boundary. I think that may have
Perhaps he needs to be cleverer with his length.
Yes.
I think he seems to overdo one particular length and batsmen do figure him out. So he will learn. Because see, he's a quick learner. When that criticism came that he's not bowling quite well in white ball cricket, he bounced back in the West Indies series at home and he was pretty good in the ODIs.
Yes.
Here, he's not had wickets to show, but in the oval, he bowled well. He's been quite unlucky here in Manchester.
Yeah, he was pretty consistent with the way he was bowling.
But I think he has to vary his lengths a lot more.
Yeah, he's very consistent, but that tends to sometimes work against him.
Yes.
Because if he keep landing it in the same spot, eventually the batsman will figure out, okay, this is what I need to do to dispatch him, and that's what was happening.
Yeah.
But overall, you can't really fault him too much. In fact, we were saying he would have been harsh to drop him.
He's a good prospect. He's got
Exactly, a good
everything that a fast bowler needs. He's got a good height, he's got good action, he's got good pace.
He's hit the deck, and Australia has hit the deck sometimes.
With experience, hopefully, he'll be a better bowler.
Far better, more seasoned bowler, yes.
Yeah.
Now, Somit Khatri is asking, can Kulcha come back? See, Chahal is your certainty.
Yeah.
But Kuldeep, fitness permitting, I hope he gets to play some games because he's in the West Indies series, but subject to fitness.
No, but he's fine. What I know is that he's not in the ODIs, no?
Yeah, he's not in the
He's
ODIs.
not there in the ODIs. In fact, he he said that if the team for the ODIs would have been selected a few days later, he would have been fit to play the ODIs also. So as far as Kuldeep Yadav is concerned, he is absolutely fine, ready to play. Just that he missed out, he would find himself a little unlucky. In fact, he would have preferred to get into the T20 series by first playing the ODIs. So that would have been a good warm up for him also, especially those West Indies wickets.
They tend to favor spinners a little bit.
Yes.
So
can we see Kulcha? That remains to be seen, because yes, he's definitely he will be crucial for India. I think he should be there for the Asia Cup at least, if everything is fine.
Yes.
I think he would have probably been higher up the pecking order if he didn't actually pick up that unfortunate injury.
Knee injury, I guess.
Before the South Africa season. He was coming off a very good IPL.
Yeah.
But he also will have to realize that he may not get those many opportunities, because time may be running out for him. Not just for Kuldeep Yadav, but for others also, because suddenly you see there are 6 spinners in the fray. Okay, as you said, Yuzi Chahal surely is a certainty there. Then you have Jadeja. Because of his batting ability, he gets an edge over other bowlers. Then you have 4 other bowlers. Akshar Patel, okay, I can understand that he's slightly down, he's a backup also, and he's slightly down in that pecking order. And now Ashwin has also jumped in. Kuldeep Yadav is also there. Ravi Bishnoi is also there. So you never know. You now have a pool of 6 spinners, out of which only 3 will make it to that T20 World Cup squad, and you never know. Maybe Washington Sundar, he also wakes up.
Yeah, exactly. Remember, he's going to be playing 50 over cricket in England. So
So you never know. Tomorrow he also jumps into the fray.
And yet again, Washington Sundar very unlucky with injuries. When he recovered from a finger injury, got COVID, then he suffered a split webbing in the IPL. Now he's not even in the fray. But let's see how he performs in the white ball leg in the county circuit. Let's just hope that. Now,
we'll go down.
Can we play Jadeja, Chahal and Kuldeep considering a fit Hardik? Very difficult to fit all of them. Very difficult.
Tail also,
Your tail will
It's a very long tail.
Very long tail. Yes. Akash Bharadwaj is saying, will KL Rahul open in WI T20? Then only one of DK or Pant can play. Big fan, Rahul sir. Yes.
Yeah, of course. I think
KL will have to open.
Yeah, in T20s, he's just best suited to being a top order. Obviously, I think he would have been playing there regularly even in ODIs, but Dhawan's spot in ODIs is still very much intact.
So going on that, Somin Khatri, then Ishan sits out if KL comes back. Simple.
Exactly. And KL also needs a lot of game time.
Because he's coming back from a sports hernia. You need to be getting into, rhythm as well. So yes.
Yeah. So remember, now after this, 3 ODIs and 5 T20Is in the West Indies, then the Asia Cup. 5 potential T20Is for India, provided they make the final. And then only 2 bilateral series against Australia and South Africa. The dates we don't know.
Zimbabwe, remember, they're playing, but
only 3 ODIs which are part of the World ODI League.
That's more important for Zimbabwe, you could say, because India are already
because the top 10 will secure direct qualification for the World Cup.
Top 8.
Top 8?
Yeah, and then the last 5 will play qualifiers along with 5. I did a video.
Oh, yes. Do check out that video. And South Africa are in danger of not getting direct qualification.
Yeah, because they pulled out of those ODIs against Australia too, no?
Okay, Gavin Nash, interesting name. India have a very long tail. Yes, that's right. India, they do have a long tail. Gavin Nash is an interesting name.
Very interesting name.
New Zealand, they had Gavin Larson and
Dion Nash. The Postman and Nash. That was a duo. That if the West Indies had the most intimidating fast bowling quartet of Holding, Marshall, Roberts and Garner, the New Zealand team of the 90s were the exact opposite. They had Dibley, Dobley, Wibbly, Wobbly, Chris Harris, Rod Latham, whose son is currently captaining New Zealand, Tom Latham. Then you had Willie Watson, and then you had Gavin Larson. Larson, Watson, Harris, Latham.
Yeah, but I think they had
Yeah.
In fact, the other bowlers that came, and in fact, Chris Gaines was also there.
Yeah.
Dion Nash,
Danny Morrison.
Danny Morrison played for quite some time for New Zealand.
Yes.
Then Gavin Larson, we've already
The
picked.
postman. Always trouble Tendulkar.
Yes.
Always.
Yes.
And remember, that 4 with their slow pace tormented so many players. Okay, it's coming on so slowly, I can't generate the power to it. And remember, in New Zealand, the grounds were smaller. So you had to bowl slower, they would mistime it. That 92 team was something. Yeah, and by the way, for WWE...
But after 92, 90, I think they didn't play together.
They never played together.
So,
no.
I think because, you had Chris Gaines, Danny Morrison.
Yeah, he
named.
played. Then there
So
was.
all the new
Then
bunch
Watson didn't play after that. Because he was found out on all these pitches in Australia and England. He was a walking. You could tonk him for runs, unfortunately. So yeah, for WWE fans, there is a wrestler called Kevin Nash. 90s kids would know
If you're a
us.
basketball fan, there's
Yeah.
Steve
Huge
Nash.
guy, no?
Yeah, tall guy, long hair, Diesel.
Diesel.
That's the guy.
And he underwent knee replacement surgery and hip realignment because he had suffered a lot of knee injuries. That story is pretty inspiring.
Oh, Austin Kuna.
Hello, Austin Kuna. I mean, it's the
Okay.
same one. The spelling seems different.
Austin Kuna.
Yeah, because that Kuna C-U-N-H-A. Maybe it's a different account.
yes.
Just let us
VK
know.
is all-time greatest T20I player with strike rate of 130 and average of 50. 2 player of the tournaments at World Cup. If Pant with strike rate ended 50 games, and why not out of form VK?
But who's taking away
But
game
Virat
time from VK?
is resting from some tours.
Yeah.
Or the selectors or the team manager decide to rest him for certain tours.
Yeah.
He's not. If it was up to him, he would play all 50.
Sure, it was a decision taken by the selectors to rest him.
Or Virat, as I
think
said, I had
it
added
was
both.
Virat, no.
Yeah,
It was Virat.
Virat wanted rest.
Virat
In
wanted
fact,
rest, yeah.
Selectors, team management would have wanted him to play.
Play much more, yeah.
They
Because
wanted him to play, and Virat needed this rest. He said, "I need some rest because."
you can check this video, Austin, like I did yesterday. Out of 77 matches across all formats that they have played ever since the coronavirus lockdown from March 2020, Virat has missed 27 games. Tests, ODIs, T20Is included.
I think Rohit Sharma must have
31 now.
Rohit Sharma must have missed most number of games. Then Virat Kohli.
Obviously,
Yes.
because he's had injury.
But Rohit Sharma has missed because of injury.
Yes.
Virat has missed because of his workload
Rest.
management.
He's
you
missed
can say.
only 2 matches because of injury.
Yeah, this here and the
The back spasm, yeah.
and the Joburg test.
The player who's missed the most is Ravindra Jadeja with 41 across these 2 years.
Sorry?
Ravindra Jadeja has missed the most games, 41 across formats from March 2020 till now.
Because he got Adelaide.
He missed South Africa,
after the
yeah, and he missed the South Africa T20I is also here. So
Ashwin.
no, I considered only 5 players: Rohit, Virat, Bumrah.
Imagine you took Ashwin on tours and you didn't play him.
Exactly.
He must have missed most number of games.
Cloud cover. I'm telling you, in England, cloud cover always spoils Ashwin's chances. Lords, he could have played Oval where he played for Surrey and he got wickets. Still didn't play.
Mridul Krishna is saying Siddharth gave us update on Jadeja and CSK relation. What
Give
was
us. Give us an update. I think
I think
tense,
we've already given.
tense formulation is a problem. Well, see, it's probably on the back that he's deleted all posts related to CSK on
From
his
2021.
Yeah, 2021 and all that.
Do you have any inside info?
I do not have any inside info on the Jadeja CSK issue, but I think it will be sorted out prior to the 2023 IPL.
I still maintain he's played his last game, he's done.
For
CSK. Yeah.
Because the seeds, if that happens, the seeds were sown in Pune when Dhoni took over from Jadeja.
Took it back.
Mridul,
That's the
we'll
thing.
get back to you with more information.
Yes.
Don't worry, we'll find out and we'll let you know.
Yeah.
You watch this space in times to come.
GGK really is like
GGK is after
yeah,
Virat.
a certain king.
And campaigning for Sanju.
Yeah. Look, there is nothing called as a farewell match today or whatever that is. I mean, let's not get into that. Virat will be back for the Asia Cup, definitely, 1 month prior to the World T20, unless there are some other plans. Unless.
No, apparently he's looking to make his return for the Asia Cup only.
Yep. Because
now that's
all of
That's
us,
pretty much all that's left after that.
all three in this panel have unanimously said that Virat Kohli should be going to the ICC World T20 in Australia. My reason is simple big game experience. He's been playing ICC events ever since 2011. Okay, 2011 till now, 2022, he's played all formats, the Champions Trophy, ODI World Cups and T20 World Cups. What more do you want from him? Big game experience, and especially in Australia where he has a fantastic record.
Yeah.
Why would you want to ignore him? You have to give me a real solid reason for leaving out Kohli.
He's going to be there.
He will be there, yes.
Okay, Karan Multani, I hope so. We've been saying this for
a while
such a
now.
long time.
If in England had scored 350, I would have backed that. Yes, 71st might be coming, but 260, 80, 90 under par, maybe
Not necessarily.
Kohli might
What if
score
both
50,
openers-
60.
What if both openers go cheap?
No, Rohit and Dhawan are definitely better than the England top order. Please.
Even then.
Yeah, Bairstow struggles in ODIs. Roy just can't buy a run. Root uncharacteristically is struggling.
Yes.
Uncharacteristic of Root. to
Considering the
struggle.
kind of form he was in
In
Test
Test,
cricket.
I'll score nothing less than 100. In
Every
ODIs,
year,
I'll score nothing more than a duck.
Duck. Yeah, 2 ducks for Joe Root in the series, and it's not been a happy tour for him so far. But yeah, in tests, legend.
Harish God is saying all we are talking about Virat Kohli's back foot problem, but he's not playing on the back foot like Joe Root and all. But did we say anything on back foot?
No, I think
That's what we've been saying.
No,
that
the problem with the thing
they're
with
drawing him forward.
Yeah, it's that 6th, 7th line.
also I think the biggest criticism against Kohli was the bottom hand thing.
Yeah,
rather
the
than
bottom
back foot.
hand, not back foot,
Yeah,
bottom hand.
not back foot.
And 6th, 7th line. Because traditionally Kohli's never gotten out to the short ball. I mean, in that 2015 World Cup, he was cramped for room in the semi-final. That's why he got that top edge of Johnson. Otherwise, traditionally, he's one of the best pullers and hookers still. But no one's bowling that length because
They know they don't need to.
Yeah, the 6th, 7th line and hanging the length back slightly. That's the thing.
Aman Joshi is saying all are against Virat Kohli taking rest. People say कि IPL छोड़ो, IPL से players सबसे
Earn
ज़्यादा.
the most,
So they
yeah.
make the
Most
most out
money,
of IPL
yeah.
in terms of financial benefits. Why doesn't BCCI cancel IPL? Yeah, why is so much
Series played basically.
okay, all because BCCI run afternoon, so why? Aman, no. I don't think.
I think it's gone on a different tangent altogether.
I think the basic point is something different.
Yep.
Because it's not for one. If somebody is saying that he should skip IPL, then international cricket. So that's his point of view. And as far as for one player, they can't just disband
Yep.
an entire tournament, which is serving,
money spinner.
Exactly, not just for the players who are playing, but for so many other people.
Yep. Akasha. Akasha, your question is where did it go?
ऊपर जा थोड़ा
Upar thoda, yes.
ऊपर
Yeah, Akasha.
Yeah, Akasha. What is your take on Hardik Pandya white ball gun since he came
think
back
he's-
from?
he's joining us
We
today.
have,
Yeah.
Akash, roll the video back. We have discussed in length about Hardik Pandya and what he brings to the table now with his improved fitness and how can be an X factor.
Vansh,
That's a very
Vansh
interesting.
is asking you something.
A
He's
good
saying,
question based on our yesterday's dugout.
Is Nikhil being given rest or he has taken rest?
He has taken
He
rest.
takes rest.
He has taken rest, although the selectors wanted him to play.
I'm no one. I'm no selector. I'm a player.
Yes, we are all players.
Team management, you're part of the team management. Players are also part of the team management.
Well, this team management didn't take that decision.
Huh.
Yeah.
No, but Nikhil
See,
decided to take a rest.
we are very transparent and we are very open on who's taking rest and who's not taking rest.
And when?
There is no confusion, no reports, no sources.
Great. So the start will decide whether India wins this match
Yeah.
and of course the series.
And I think India are winning this because,
But yes, Vaibhav also points out, they need a good start.
yep, they do.
Because 259 can be a tricky target if you lose 2-3 early wickets.
Yes.
And remember, last time also we thought, India are walking it, this, that, so confidently. And then and bear in mind, I started my day's work earlier that day, so I wasn't there for the final. And I'm thinking, they lost? What? I was shocked because 240 something, you think, okay, that's yes.
But Rohit, I think they have learned the mistake of Lords. Lords was a sluggish wicket. This looks like a true wicket.
good
And
wicket,
bouncy wickets, Rohit tends to do very well.
Yeah, he doesn't have a problem with short
He
ball.
doesn't have a. Good luck, England. If you're trying to bounce Rohit out, you'll concede about 60, 70 runs in the process.
I don't think they'll try that. Let's see.
Yep.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay, so join us at the end and hopefully for an India series victory. Thank you. Bye bye. Vanakkam.
Welcome.